Barb Steinberg, teen life coach for girls, parent coach, and speaker on teen girl issues. I have the privilege of meeting with so many parents of elementary through college age girls and talking about everything under the sun about raising girls and how it really can be really emotional for us as parents. These are our little ones that we've in most cases raised since birth, and we just love them so much, and we are so pained when we see them suffer or struggle. And so often we can over-identify with the feelings and the struggles that they're having. So I'll use friendships as an example. That is a popular topic that I talk to a lot of parents about. And when they see their daughters struggling, maybe they don't have enough friends, or they don't have the skills to make new friends, or their old friends are shunning them and distancing, and they're not being invited to things, and it's painful to watch. And there's a big continuum about how girls respond to that. Some girls have big emotions, and that pain is very palpable, and we see that they're struggling and having a hard time. Other girls, sometimes they don't show it quite as much, and sometimes it can be because they don't feel it as much as we do. It's not as painful for them as it is for us. Sometimes it's they don't want to show us how much pain they're in, for a variety of reasons. They don't want to feel that vulnerability and that lack of safety when you're feeling such vulnerable emotions. Sometimes it's them unconsciously or consciously wanting to protect us and knowing that their pain and struggles is really painful for us as well as parents. And they're trying to protect us from that. And so they don't let on how bad things are or how painful it is for them. So you might be thinking right now, I wonder which one it is for my daughter. And that's good to be thinking that. And you can always ask her. You can be very transparent and direct and say, I wonder if you ever think that it's really hard for me to see you in pain or in struggling with your friendships, or not having the friendships that you would like, or the social life that you would want. So I bring this up because when we over-identify and we kind of dive in to our girls' drama or pain or struggle, we're having such big emotions and we're so far in it that we can't necessarily be the very best help that we could be if we were a little bit distanced from it, a little bit removed. So let me be more specific, because I'm certainly not suggesting that you not have feelings about, your daughter's struggles, not at all. As a parent, I think that's almost impossible. So if you notice, I am having really big feelings about my daughter's social life, and I have fear that she's going to be dumped by all of her friends, and I have fear that she's not going to be invited to more things, and maybe I should reach out to these moms and ask them what's going on, and maybe I should plan more play dates for her. Maybe we should have more parties at our house. And you're thinking of all of these ways to save her, but also save you, because you don't want to feel like how you're feeling, right? You don't want to feel this pain and hurt around your daughter's social life. So you're trying to fix it, in some cases, just as much for yourself as for her. And that's okay. Nobody wants to feel pain, right? So when you notice that about yourself, that is a great sign that it's time for you to do a couple of things, to figure out, where are these emotions coming from in me? Is it coming from my past and what I experienced when I was a young girl? Was I shunned? Was I not included and not invited? Or did my friends dump me? Is there something from my past that this is reminding me of or triggering in me? And I'm so scared my daughter's going to have a similar experience that I have had, and I don't want her to have it. So maybe it's that, or maybe it's just that you're a really sensitive person and you love your daughter very much and you just have big feelings about her being sad and hurt. Both, all of it is understandable for sure. So when you, whatever camp you fall in, it's a great indicator like, okay, I've got some big feelings and I want to make sure as a mom or a dad, a caregiver, that I am creating the space for my daughter to have all of her feelings about this. So sometimes girls can get a little confused when they see mom or dad, freaking out or having big feelings about something. They sometimes think that they should too, even if they're not. They feel like that is the appropriate response, so maybe I should too. So what we want to do is feel our feelings, but maybe we're looking at where are those feelings coming from and how can I feel them and express them in a way that I take care of myself and my own feelings so that I can have more space and strength for my daughter to go through this experience that she's going through. So maybe that means that you grab your best friend or your spouse or partner, or you have your own parent coach or counselor, someone that you can go to and unload on and share all of your thoughts and feelings about what it is that your daughter's going through, so that you can kind of dump your emotions over here so that when she shows up and she's telling you a story that is kind of painful to hear, or one that would normally be triggering for you, that maybe she wasn't invited to a party. So you've taken such good care of yourself by managing and dealing and feeling your emotions over here with other adults, supportive folks, that you can really create the space and to be a little bit more kind of stable, like a stable foundation where you can ask curious questions about, so let's say your daughter's coming home and she's saying that there's a birthday party on Friday, and she has not gotten an invitation, but she's heard that a lot of other girls have. And normally that might be triggering for you. And now that you have been dealing with your emotions elsewhere, now you can lead with curious questions and you can say, oh, how does that feel? What do you think about that? And you can lead with curiosity rather than big pain and sadness. So now what you've done is you've created sort of this blank slate for your daughter to have whatever feelings it is that she's having in that moment. So now she can feel whatever it is, and it's okay. And you might be asking questions, well, what do you think about that? How do you feel about that? And maybe she's sharing with you, I think it sucks, I wish I was invited, that's really hurtful, I would never have done that to my friends, I don't understand, why are they not including me? So maybe all of this will come forward. And you can say, I totally get it. You're right. That is painful. That is sad. I understand that you're upset. But now it's coming from a place of you're not necessarily taking on her emotions. You're really allowing her to have hers, and you're acknowledging them, and you're showing her, I see you. I hear you. I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from. What can I do to help? Is there anything that I can do to make it better? And notice I'm now empowering her to come up with those answers rather than me. I might even say, is there anything that you would want to do on Friday that sounds like fun to you? Maybe we can, come up with our own ideas of how to make Friday a good night for you since you're not going to be at the party. So kind of just creating, again, that space for her to share whatever it is that she wants to share, to feel whatever it is she's ready to feel. And you can always feel her out and check in with her maybe the next day or a few days and say, I just wanted to check in and see how you're feeling about Friday. So she can now feel energetically that you're a little bit different than maybe you were before. Wow, mom feels, I'm coming up with the word stable and strong. So mom feels like she's okay. And she feels like since mom's okay, or dad, or grandma, or aunt, now I can kind of fall apart, so to speak. So now I can have big feelings because mom, dad is solid and she can hold the space for me. It really is. I really think it's one of the biggest gifts that you can give your girls is for us to make sure that we're taking care of our own hearts so that we can really kind of be there to let them explore their own hearts and they know I can handle it. I'm strong. I can handle all your emotions. I'm going to be here. It's okay. And there's something you can almost exhale when you think about that, to know that somebody's got you. They're going to hold you while you feel what you feel. That's just, wow. What an incredible way to love our girls, right? So hopefully this has given you some food for thought to help you, to help a friend, to keep it in your back pocket in case it comes up in the future with your daughters. So if this has been helpful, I would love it if you would sign up for our monthly newsletter on barbsteinberg.com or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Barb Steinberg LMSW. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.